Loving yourself is being vulnerable with yourself. It's going into the deep parts of yourself that you didn't want to look at. You didn't want to see all of these shadows, all of these traumas. Your true self has no words. Your true self is a feeling of love. Hi guys, it's Jerry. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about be in creator mode. How to become the creator, how to become the creator of this human life that you're living right now. And I'm going to be talking about a lot of concepts, but they all relate to each other, and I know it's very necessary to talk about this, especially this month of July, when a lot of things are going to spark up in the world, on our earth. So let's get into it. And the first thing is something that a lot of people take as cliche, or they're just going to say, what does that even mean? I'm giving myself all this self-discipline, all of this self-development, but put love in the center of your life. And I actually saw a girl talking about this on YouTube, and I know I'm not the first one. All of the yogis, all of the gurus, all of the spiritual master teachers are always going to say, make love the center of your life. And if you guys notice, people as they interact in the world, and they're always looking for attention. They're always looking for someone to fill some sort of space in their life. And they're unfocused. They're unable to do anything. They're always trying to distract themselves. They're always trying to find the next person, the next object, the next motive, objective, whatever, in their lives to make them feel better. They're trying to find some sort of dopamine rush that's going to make them feel some sort of love, because they're lacking a lot of self-love. And loving yourself is being vulnerable with yourself. It's going into the deep parts of yourself that you didn't want to look at. You didn't want to see all of these shadows, all of these traumas. But you need to go back to it and you need to transcend it. Okay? It's not about judging yourself. It's not about saying, "Oh, this is how terrible of a person I am." You're not terrible. But you have suppressed, you have repressed a lot of things because this is what society has told us to do. Suppress, repress all of the parts of yourself, all of the authentic parts of yourself, your child self, just so you can become this self-sufficient, efficient robot type of adult who appears to love themselves because they're always motivated to do work, they're always motivated to be self-disciplined, but truly they have no love for themselves. And it really shows in the population today, always looking for distractions, always looking for a video, always looking for a person to talk to. And a lot of our problems is because women cannot sit with themselves in silence and just get to know their true selves. Your true self has no words. Your true self is a feeling of love. And if you have never felt this feeling of ultimate and pure love within yourself, then it's going to be very, very, very hard to see it in other people, in the objects around you. And maybe during childhood, it was very hard for you to see love, to feel love from the adults around you, But it is now time for you to love yourself, because love is spiritual growth. Love is the ultimate seed that will breed, that will cultivate all of your dreams. Love is that seed. Love is the thing that will carry you through quote unquote hard times. Love will carry you. It will transcend you beyond what people thought possible. It will make the impossible possible, and you will become a superhuman. People will be like, how did you create that? How did you manifest that? How did you attract that into you? It's because you're vibrating on such a love frequency. You're vibrating on such a pure frequency that everything, whatever you ask, will be attracted to you. So, love is gentle. Love is kind. Love is not necessarily about self-discipline or what society or social media is portraying nowadays, because they want you to repress your true self. Once you're gentle with yourself, when you feel during your meditations, when you feel in that silence, you feel this overwhelming light, you feel this overwhelming sense of surrender and love, then you can begin to do your disciplinary actions. You can begin to do your self-actualization actions on the outer world. Because we live in a 3D world, and we have to love ourselves first, and we also have to respect ourselves. We need to respect ourselves by doing habits, routines, actions that show love and that show that we respect ourselves. We respect our nervous system. We love our nervous system. We love that we're eating good foods for our bodies. Our bodies love that we're feeding it good foods. Our minds love us back when we're feeding it good thoughts. And our soul is going to reverberate. It's going to show you how powerful and how loving you are once you make that first initial step and you say, I am going to love myself no matter what. It's not an outer expression. You're not going to shout out to the world, I love myself. You're not going to post on your Instagram, that you're making a chai tea latte. You're not going to do all of these outer actions. You're going to start by meditating. You're going to be silent, and you're going to figure out, where is this love? How does this pure love feel like? And it will come to you once you get to the place of silence, once you get to that place of flow. Every single day, you're just flowing with life. You're not necessarily putting in strategic routines. You're not necessarily trying to do things. You're just doing it because it's an expression of love. And I talked about respecting yourself. When you love yourself, the very next thing you need to couple that with is respecting yourself. You need to love yourself first and fill your own cup. Get to know what that pure love frequency is, because the whole world has told you it's outside of yourself. But once you begin to respect yourself, you're going to put in the disciplinary actions. You're going to be disciplined. You're going to be healthy. You're going to feed your mind with good thoughts. You're going to feed your mind, your heart with good feelings that don't hurt anybody else. You're not going to hurt anybody, but you're going to start to couple love and respect together. So Machiavelli says, would you rather be feared or would you rather be loved? Would you rather be feared or would you rather be loved? And a lot of people get this answer wrong. They would either say, oh, I'd rather be feared. Oh, I'd rather be loved. But honestly, the true answer is you would rather be respected, Because if you have so much fear coming towards you, or you have people fearing you, or you have people loving you so much, then they're eventually going to hurt you. But if you give yourself self-respect and you love yourself, then other people on the outer world from your subconscious are going to reflect back to you, oh, this person respects themselves. Not only do they love themselves, but they respect themselves. So I'm going to respect their boundaries. I'm going to respect what they say. I'm going to respect how they move and how they flow in the world. And they are very authentic. I like this person because they love themselves. They don't need another person romantically. And they also don't need people on a social level. So you should definitely, for any creation, any manifestation that you're trying to pull into your reality, you need to get the love down. You need to get the self-respect down. And I might do a whole totally other video on respect, but respect is going into the love, going into the discipline, and feeding yourself with loving thoughts and routines. Okay, how to be a creator, how to be the creator. Every single manifestation guru, every manifestation teacher is going to tell you the same thing. It's all about frequency. There's nothing else that you need. You could look around and you could say, oh, I live in a crappy place, or I live out in the park, I have nothing, I'm homeless, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter. That's not your true reality. That's already technically in the past. If you look at your bank account and you say, wow, I really don't have anything there, then that doesn't matter anymore. You have an energy that you're flowing out to the world. You're flowing energy out. But if your frequency, if your vibration keeps telling the world, you keep transmitting to the world, oh, you know what? I'm just nobody. I'm just mediocre. I have no money. Then that is exactly what you're going to see. It is all about frequency. Whatever you feel inside of yourself, you feel like you are rich, you have $1 and you walk down the street and you say, wow, I'm the richest person in the world. I can go buy myself some lemonade. I can go to the corner store and get myself a freaking soda. Like, that is how you start. You start with what you have. You focus your attention, because your focus and your attention is one of your God powers. Whatever you focus on, whatever you put your attention on, expands, and it's going to continue. And I also wanted to mention this metaphysical fact is that humans are a toroidal field. We are a toroidal field. Our cells, everything that we see, everything in this human body is mostly 99.9% space. So that means we are mostly energy. And all of our energy, our soul sits in the heart center. It sits here. The soul sits here. And we are surrounded by this electromagnetic field. And we are constantly pulling things into our reality. We are constantly feeding into the quantum field and the 3D field. We're feeding it into all of the perspectives of the universe. So if you know that you are just energy, you are a star, you are a planet, because every single star, every single planet, every single human body is a toroidal field. You are electromagnetic field. Every single doctor, every single expert is going to tell you you are a flesh-bodied human being. You are not the meat suit. You are not this illusion. You are just energy. So that means you can attract and pull in any energy. You can create whatever you want as long as you can imagine it, no matter what it is, as long as you can imagine and visualize what exactly clearly it is, you can pull it into your electromagnetic field. If you can feel it in your heart, you can feel in your heart, yes, I am rich. I am abundant. If you can feel in your heart, yes, I am with my soulmate. Yes, I am living in the house of my dreams. It doesn't matter what you see on the outside anymore. It literally does not matter. And if you're sloppy with your attention, if you're sloppy with this, then you're always just going to react to the outer world. And that is just going to quickly pull into your magnetic field more crappy and sloppy and shitty things, experiences, people into your life. So, being a creator means that you're not going to be sloppy with your energy. You're not going to just focus your attention on random things. You're not just going to stay up and watch, TikToks or YouTube. You're not just going to listen to random people. You're going to listen to people that are teaching you new things. You're going to teach yourself how to control your mind. You're going to teach yourself how to clean your body. You're going to teach yourself, okay, I need to be silent. I need to know how to get back to this place of oneness. I need to remember how to get back to this place of pureness, because when you came into this earth, you were just pure consciousness. You were just pure love. So it is time to get back to that point. And in order to manifest, in order to create anything, you need to have a clean slate. Clean slate. Okay? So again, I mentioned body, mind, and soul. You need to find balance. And for a lot of people, they don't know how to control their minds, and their minds are constantly telling them that they hate themselves. Their minds are always doing random actions, showing themselves that they don't like themselves. They're always making themselves feel anxious. They're always destroying their nervous system. There's tons of habits that people find normal, and I'm just like, how the heck are you guys doing that? It's like destroying your entire nervous system as soon as you wake up, which include routines when you wake up, and instead of going for that hot lemon water, you decide to drink coffee with a bunch of sugar. And when you wake up, you just look at yourself in the mirror and you say, wow, what an ugly person. Or, just all of these things. Or you just randomly decide to look at your phone first thing in the morning. Do you honestly think that's helping you? Do you think that's going to help you find balance? You're just going to end up like every other person on the planet, every other person on the earth who's doing the exact same thing, like they're stuck in the matrix. It's time for you to get out. It's time for you to cleanse. You can look up a lot of cleansing rituals, a lot of things that cost no money. It costs no money to first thing in the morning give yourself love. Give yourself 10 minutes to meditate and be in silence. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the first step in creation. And the first step always catches people off guard, but this is truly the first step. Ask and it will be given to you. All you need to do is to ask. And when you start to ask, you can start to focus on your clear picture of your manifestation or creation that you want. If you ask for something that is sloppy. You're not really sure if you want it, if you're asking for something that you've seen other people manifest or attract into their lives, but you're not sure if you truly want it, then it might appear in your life, but you're not going to enjoy it because it's not coming from your heart. Every master teacher is going to tell you, just ask. Be clear with what you're asking for. So if you need to write it down, please write it down. This is what I'm asking for. There's no if, and, or buts. There's no I want. Do not use the language of lack. Do not use the language of poverty. You just need to say, I have the house of my dreams. I have the soulmate of my dreams. I have the abundance right now in front of me. That is how you ask. You declare it. You command it. And it is there. It is already created in the quantum field. It is already created because you spoke it. Your words are spells. Your words are going to be casted out of your energy field. And they're going to start pulling in unique and equal vibrations back to you, because those words that you spoke that were clear and full of love, and you told the quantum field, I experience this. I am the person of my dreams. I love myself. I am with the soulmate of my life. It will inevitably create and draw that right to you. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about was cast your own spells. So after you have a clean slate, your body, mind, and soul are basically in balance. You're giving yourself a lot of self-love. You're respecting yourself. You're respecting what your body says. You're respecting what you wish to do in the world. Then it is time to cast your spell. And a lot of people think they have to say affirmations. They need to, do a bunch of rituals in order for a manifestation to come into being. But you are the creator. You are the one that dictates, this is how I'm going to attract my manifestation. This is how I'm going to attract my desired object, person, experience, or event. This is how I'm going to do it. You are the one that says, you are the one that dictates how you're going to do it. So if you're doing 50% of the job, you're already doing 50% of the job by loving yourself, and you would like to add another spell, you can maybe say, okay, I would like to write in my journal every single day of my dreams, or every single day I am going to visualize my desired event for 10 minutes or for 5 minutes. And that's all you need to do. You are the one that casts the spell. You are the one that says how you're going to attract it. If you want to do all of these manifestation techniques, just pick one and just stick to it, because all of them work, and the only reason why it works is because you're the one that cast the spell. You are the one that said it. You said it. I am going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to stick to this manifestation love routine, and that is it. That is it. I'm not going to, even if I stray away from it, I'm going to come back, and that is how I'm going to attract my manifestation. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to end on 3 other points, and I think you guys get the message, is loving yourself, cleaning your body, mind, and soul, making sure that you're breathing, you're doing a lot of good breathing techniques, and loving yourself in every which way. And inviting presence, honestly, is one of the biggest techniques, manifestation techniques I have ever seen. If you are more present, if you are every single day, you're observing your surroundings, you're not just looking at your phone, you're not just talking to your friends about random things, you're not just looking around the room and thinking about what's the next thing I need to do. You're not just writing a to-do list like everybody else in the world. You're inviting the present. So that means you're in 0 point energy. 0 point energy is in the heart. This is where the heart begins. It's 0 point energy. And in the quantum world, when you have 0 point energy, manifestations erupt. They just come out of nowhere. They literally just come out of nowhere. So, if you are able to sit with yourself for 10 minutes with no thoughts, you are in 0 point energy. You are just calm, you're collected, and there is no thoughts. And guess what? Your manifestation will come in so freaking fast, a lot more faster. That is why I keep repeating in this video, you need to be silent, you need to be present, you need to be able to calm your mind. And a lot of teachers, master teachers, are going to say, when you have your inner knowing, when you finally figure out what this inner love is, what this inner true self is, this silence that is in all of us, this silence of knowing, that is when magic starts to happen. Magic happens because you are not thinking about what is the next thing I need to do, what is the next thing I need to do to reinvent myself. You are just going back to the basics. You are just keeping it simple, and you're going back to love where you first came from. You came from the source. That means you are the source, and that means you are pure love. So you need to go back to pure love for at least 10 minutes every single day. And whatever technique, manifestation technique that you use, it will just be tenfold, 11-fold, 12-fold, 20-fold, much more impactful. Trust me, it works like crazy. Okay, and the last thing I wanted to mention was there are a lot of people that talk about their manifestations, but only you truly know what you desire in your heart, and you are the only one that truly knows what your dream life looks like. You are the one that truly knows what kind of purpose you want to live. You can watch as many videos as you want. You can listen to what other people's dreams are, and it's all going to come down to you. And I wanted to say that only mediocrity is safe from ridicule. I heard this on the internet today, and I was like, that is so true. Only mediocrity is safe from ridicule. So you need to dream big. Whenever you're doing your manifestation techniques, whenever you're trying to attract whatever you're trying to attract, you need to make sure that you are dreaming big. Always dream big, because you are the creator. You can attract whatever you wish into your life, because the creator does not care if you want doesn't care if you want a 4-story house. The creator does not care if you want to live in a little cabin. The creator does not care, because to the creator, it is all the same thing. So make sure that you clean yourself, you clean your mind, body, and soul. You cast your own spells. and you invite this inner presence, you invite this inner knowing of love. Because when you start to do that, you will become so attractive. People will be coming towards you and they will start to love you because you're loving yourself. And again, it is very simple things. The whole world is going to tell you need to do X, Y, and Z, a whole list of things, but it is basically being able to sit with yourself in silence, being able to feel the love that radiates, being able to cleanse your mind from thoughts that are just illusions. They are things that habitually pop up because you have allowed them to be there. Okay, guys, I think that is it for today. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you guys think. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe because I would appreciate it. And yeah, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.